Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a watermelon pancake for breakfast. I will take you through the process. If this is the first time you're coming onto the channel, just to let you know you're welcome and I'm happy to have you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave positive comment. So we're all set and good to go. I just set my camera up properly. Okay, one of the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prep the watermelon. I'm just gonna take the skin off this. So here I have some flour, egg, and I have some cheese, but I'll be using the cheese to make myself a lovely omelette. I have olive oil. I have here some sugar, and in the sugar, I just add some cinnamon in the sugar. What I'm doing here, I'm just dicing some watermelon. I'm just gonna put them in this. The next thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna blend it. Start the blending process. So I'm just gonna cut the watermelon. Basically, that's my liquid. If I get a cup liquid out of this, that's brilliant. So with that, I'm just going to add just a little bit of milk to it. It's just to help the blending process faster. So I put probably about 100 ml of milk in it. So if you notice, I leave the seeds in it and everything. So you don't have to strain it off. So if I can get about a cup out of this, I'll be good. Yeah. I'll leave that. And then if I need more, I can easily add some more to it. Here I have some all-purpose flour. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set myself up at the moment. I'm going to sieve the flour because I need the pancake. This is a cup of flour. So I'm using 1 cup flour. And I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And the reason why I use about 2 teaspoons because I'm using watermelon and it's a little bit heavier. So I'm going to add a bit of salt in it. This I'm using is Celtic salt. This is just for balance. So I'm just gonna sieve this through. Just gonna use my whisk to help it through the sieve. So I'm gonna set this aside here. So the next thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start the wet mixture. I'm just gonna get a bowl. I'm gonna get a bowl here. You can use stainless steel or glass. I'm gonna start with 2 eggs. What I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna whisk the egg a bit. I'll be adding just a little bit of the sugar here in it for the time being. I'm just gonna whisk this a bit. Because what I'm doing here, I'm whisking the air in it because I want it to be a bit fluffy. So now I'm gonna pour the rest of sugar with cinnamon in that. I'm gonna add a bit of the mixture here in it. And then I'm gonna add my flour in. Now, if you think it's need more flour, depends on how you want it. I don't like mine too thin. So for me, I don't like it when it's too thin. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more flour. So the next thing I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna put the gas on and then we start the process. So I'll be using this pan here. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome to the channel. So what I'm starting this off with, with a bit of olive oil in the pan. And I'm gonna add also a little bit of butter to this. If you have a small ladle, you can use it with this or a spoon. I'll be using a spoon at the moment. So once it warmed up a little bit like this, I'm going to start the process. So I'm just using a spoon each in this. So we'll get about 3 here. But a rule of thumb, don't quick to turn it. Just give it a little bit of time. So what I'm doing I'm just leaving it, let it sit a bit. And then I'm gonna turn this down a little. So once you let it sit a little bit like this, you watch it, make sure you watch it. And then if you notice, you're seeing these bubbles. So that's what you want. So now I'm going to turn it over. So that's what you want. I'm going to increase the flame a bit. So once you press it, you need to come back up. That's when you know it's ready. So normally just leave this and give it a bit more time. So I'm going to reduce the fire a bit again. So that stops them from burning. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave positive comments, and thumbs up the live. Appreciate your time, appreciate your effort. If you notice, look at that. So that's basically what you want. So I'm just going to take these and put on the side here. And we're going to repeat the same process again. So I'm just going to add some more olive oil in this. So a bit of olive oil and a little bit more butter. If you notice, I just put 3 at a time because you need space for them. The thing what I forget to do with these ones, but with this one, just get yourself some watermelon and just put in it like this. So I'm going to increase the gas a little bit more. And then once the bubbles start come up like this, I'm just going to reduce the flame a bit down. Look how lovely those are. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Journey with Jackie, welcome. Daniela, welcome. So now I'm going to turn them over. Then we're going to reduce the flame. And let them cook through. With this, you can have this with some honey. I'm going to have this with some honey and lovely omelette. So once again, you need to just press this a bit. That's when you know they're ready. So this need a little bit more time. So these here are finished, lovely, nice, and spongy. Look at that. These are lovely. Look at this. Lovely watermelon and just popping through. That's what you want. Doesn't get better than this. Flick them over. Put them down nice like this. I'm using olive oil because it's a little bit healthier than the normal oil. And I normally just put a splash of butter in it. But when you make it like this, you will definitely notice the quality, the taste in it. And the thing is, kids love these things. So, you know, you can make this for your children in the morning for breakfast. Okay, so here I have the rest of the watermelon diced up. So I'm just going to spread it over in this. You can put as much as you want in it, personal preference. But that's that. So we're going to wait till it starts to bubble and the bubbles start to come up. The thing with pancake, when you put them down, never too quick to turn them. Just take your time when you're doing it. So I'm just going to increase the gas a little bit and then I'm going to turn it back down. So once it starts to bubble like this, you notice the bubbles coming up. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome. So now the bubbles start to come up. I'm gonna turn them over. And then you let them sit. Make sure you keep the flame not too high. Just go ahead, turn them down, but you don't want them burnt. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome. David, Jackie, Daniela, welcome to the channel. Peter from Jamaica, welcome to the channel. So once you see they start bouncing back up, like so, you know they're ready. So this one is ready. You can see the watermelon popping through that one. Look at that. So this needs a little bit more time. So that one, I'm just gonna turn the gas up a little bit on that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put this aside and the heat in it will finish it. Next, I'm gonna jump on my omelette. And to make this omelette, I'll be using about 3 eggs, olive oil, and I'm gonna put a dash of butter with that to get me some lovely flavor. So we're gonna bring the pan up to temperature. Well, to make the omelette, I'm just gonna set this aside. I'm making a 3-egg omelette. I'm gonna put this down a bit. Okay, so I'm finished with this. Set this aside. So what I'm gonna do now, and you need a whisk. So when you're making an omelette, you want the omelette to taste good. Add a little bit of butter also. If you notice what I'm doing, I'm seasoning the bottom. Add a bit of salt to the bottom also. Then I'm going to pour my mixture in. And I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to move it around like so. No pressure with this, no pressure. Just take your time. I will move him around. Reduce the flame and just let it sit like this. The omelette I'm going to make, it's a cheese omelette. I have some cheddar cheese here, which is one of my favorite, is mature cheddar. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slice probably about 4 or 5 slices. And that's how I like to have it. I'm going to go ahead and break it up. If you notice, I don't turn the omelette. And you will see why, because the heat coming up is going to cook this. So break up my cheddar in this. Finish with that. So then the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more season on this, on the top part, yeah? So I'm putting some black pepper over it. That's in the middle there. And I'm going to put a little bit more salt, not much, because the cheese is salty. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the gas off. And the omelette is ready. All you need to do, like this, and you fold like this. Very, very easy. Look at that. Very easy. And your omelette is ready. You know, however you want to heat this, you can just put a couple bits, 3 of this on. Sprinkle some. I'm gonna eat this with some lovely honey. So let me put a couple smaller one on this. With this, just get yourself some lovely honey, good quality honey, and sprinkle over it. You can use maple syrup if you want, but it's personal preference. There you have it, guys. Lovely watermelon pancake. It's a nice fluffy omelette. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Peace be.